The Central Division of the BeamNG Monster Jam Series returns to St. Louis. Last week, controversy was the topic in Minneapolis, where Zachary DeLello took home the victory in Bounty Hunter. This week, 13 others look to win big in St. Louis. BeamNG Monster Jam is next.
It's about that time, so put it up, let's get it on. Made it this far, time to show the world who's number one. Number one, pull it up to the line, let's do it. Let's do it. Anything in my way, I'm running through it. I watch the lights and my hands are sweaty. I hear the people screaming, so you better get ready. Yeah, cause when it drops, I'ma take the shot, rock the spot, make it hot. Cause it's about that time. It's about that. It's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that. Cause it's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that time. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's about that time. It's about that. It's about that time. It's been a long time.
The BeamNG Monster Jam Series Central drivers return to the Dome at America Center here in St. Louis, Missouri for the second time this season. I'm Joe Rakowski, alongside me is Trey Bartow, and the unique thing about Monster Jam is that you can go to the same place twice in the same season, but it looks completely different. The first time we were here, the track looked nothing like this. That is the uniqueness of Monster Jam here in the Central Division.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Every time, these drivers always come out to new obstacles, new choices, new events that could end up happening to them, and sometimes it works out for them, sometimes it does not work out for them at all. So we'll have to see how the drivers are going to be able to, fight up against this course.
And the last time we were here at the Dome at America Center, the track was, while it was big, it wasn't as big as what we're seeing right now. We have double stacks, tabletops, pods. We have dirt obstacles over in the corner. You have a backflip ramp here. It's going to be a very, very unique course for sure, and maybe the biggest course we'll see on the circuit. We're expecting major things. I'm sure the judges are as well. A lot of controversy last week in Minneapolis with the judging. Many people thought Brett Sear was robbed of the victory when Zachary DeLello took home the trophy. We'll see how the judging is this week, and if Brett Sear can redeem himself here at what we would call his home track in St. Louis, Missouri. But before we get to his freestyle run, he's a little bit later on, we'll take a look at our 14-truck field of trucks now that are lined up for the freestyle here in St. Louis. Kicking us off will be Superman. Brandon Beal won the last time we were here in this stadium. Grader got the legend with Malachi Rodriguez, and then in Grinder, it's Caden Lemos.
In Lucas Oil Crusader, we got Jose Mills. Medusa is Ashlyn Boyd, and Gravedigger driven by Eli Bright.
Then we have Bigfoot with Keyshawn Richardson. Iron Outlaw has Joe Sandrovich. And in the Overboard truck, it's William Seaman.
In Mad Scientist, Will Graymont. Wild Hair has Roland Holzer, and Monster Energy has Brett Sierra.
Then the final two trucks to come out, El Toro Loco, Conrad Evans, and there is last week's winner, Bounty Hunter and Zachary DeLello. Here we go, ready for our first freestyle of the event, and it's Superman Brandon Beal. The last time we were in this stadium, he held the trophy after his amazing freestyle. Remember that, where he had the acrobat trick down on the pod section, then he almost did that backflip in midair, going over the middle jump. We'll see what he does here. Nice air to start out over the racing lane.
Yeah, he's definitely going to love to get another win, especially in the place where he already has a win. So these fans know what to expect from Brandon Beal and Superman here. We'll just have to see if he's going to be able to hold up to the bar that he set for himself.
And it's definitely very unique here. These judges, seeing these big obstacles, you're maybe expecting crazier runs than normal. Last time we were here, you expect a normal run, but this is not a normal track. You're expecting all these drivers to go big over every single obstacle.
No, yeah, definitely. But it looks like the way this, the obstacles are set up there, like on the side jumps, you can't really air it out that far because you can go straight into that little, car stack there. The only place you can really air it out is that MX ramp in those racing lanes. As you can see here, him using the backside of that ramp, he got some nice air over top of it.
And then this very unique dirt obstacle right here designates to get some slap wheelies off it, but you can also go and straight into the tabletop like Brandon Beal just did there. So a lot of variety on this track, and while there are a lot of obstacles, there's still a lot of room to run around, especially down towards the other end of the stadium floor. Nice air for Beal as he enters the final 30 seconds.
We'll have to see what he can do here. So far, he's had a solid run. Looks like he's going to line up for that backflip ramp here. We're going to see how he does. Over-rotates it onto his side and ends up upside down. And I don't think he's going to be able to pull out of this one. So that backflip ramp looks like so far it's going to catch a little drivers off guard.
I think he had enough rotation. It just kind of twisted in midair. We'll see on the replay what happened here to Brandon Beal and the Superman. It looks like he had just enough rotation, but for some reason it twisted coming off that ramp. He would have landed it straight, but it landed on its side because of the twisting motion, and Brandon Beal not filling the clock here. Going to hurt his score just a bit, but still a decent run. It's going to be an 18 to kick off freestyle here in St. Louis. So Brandon Beal setting the bar early on, maybe not as high as he was hoping for as he ends his run early. Next out, Gravedigger the Legend and Malachi Rodriguez, hoping not to repeat what happened here earlier this season in week number 1, where he went over early, and I think he got 13th in that event, so he's hoping for more here as he returns to St. Louis, starting out the run once again on the racing lane.
Yeah, it's always fun to come back to a stadium we've been at before because, each driver has their own stories from the previous event here. Already up on 2 wheels, but he was able to put it back down. Looks like that suspension might be a little wonky there for Malachi, but we'll have to see if it affects him later on in the run or not.
Nice air off of the MX Hill. Might try and pull it into a wheelie. He couldn't do that, though, as he's going to turn around here. We'll call those square obstacles, I guess. I mean, you can hit them from all 4 directions. Even on that one, you can hit from a 5th direction because they have some car stacks right there. So that is a very unique obstacle, something we have not seen this season as he's in trouble. And I think the MX Hill saved him there. Another great save for Malachi Rodriguez here in Gravedigger the Legend.
He's definitely getting a good run in here so far, has some nice momentum going, but I think we're going to need to see a wow factor too. Some nice air off the front of the MX ramp from that. Looks he's going to go straight into that little square jump, up on 2 wheels again, but puts it right back down.
Yeah, some decent momentum here for Malachi for sure. If he can fill the clock, he might have a shot at the lead from Superman and Brandon Beal to the back of the MX Hill. Huge air off that, clears it with ease, lands it down, has 20 seconds left. He's spinning around here. Looks like he might be heading for the backflip ramp. He is, so we'll see if Malachi can complete this one.
So he's going to line it up, hit the gas, he's going to rotate it. Looks like he does, lands on the front tires, might actually over-rotate it as a result of landing on the front tires, and he's not going to be able to pull that one out, but with 5 seconds remaining on the clock, you'd have to think that this isn't going to take the lead over Superman.
Yeah, that was a very, very good run from Malachi Rodriguez here in Gravedigger the Legend. Filled most of the clock, 85 of the 90 seconds, and had some good moves in here, including this one, as he gets cross-eyed, then gets up onto the side obstacle that leads to that double, gets up on 2 wheels, but puts it down nicely there.
Yeah, very nicely done controlling the truck there. This is where I saw like the suspension might have been a little wonky, but looks like it doesn't affect them too much here. Little cross thread over top of the racing lane, and this is where you said the MX ramp kind of helped him out, and I have to totally agree with you. If that wasn't there, he might have been going over.
Now we'll look at this backflip right here as he hits it, and the opposite of Superman, he doesn't get enough rotation, which ends up leading to too much rotation. He bounced off the front tires and sends him onto the back, and he had no time to react and whatsoever as he sends him back upside down. So let's see the scores are. It's going to be a 21. So Gravedigger the Legend, Malachi Rodriguez, takes over the freestyle lead. He's right now sitting in the hot seat, but still 12 trucks left, and you have to assume that that run might be beaten later on as Grinder and Kane Lemos comes out straight to the back of the MX Hill, and huge air off it, lands on the tailgate. He'll pull into a little bit of a slap wheelie there.
That was a huge hit for his first run. Giant sky wheelie off the backside of the MX ramp, straight into another slap wheelie again. So good way to start off his run. Second hit into another slap wheelie. So that's always a good thing to do off that little jammer there, is go right down the racing lane. Carries out the slap wheelie down the entire arena.
And he used all of the arena floor there to turn that truck around back to the back of the MX Hill. More huge air off of it. He's trying to put an air assault on the crowd here in St. Louis. Going to turn around to the tabletop and get some more nice air off of that. Almost clears it, but pulls it into another slap wheelie. So Caden Lemos loving the slap wheelies here. He's halfway through his run in Grinder.
Again, my favorite move in Monster Jam are the wheelies, and he's definitely making my books happy right now. Another little bit of slap wheelies. Looks like he's going to cross-thread the middle of the double stack there, go straight into the MX ramp, and goes down the backside of that. So he's definitely hitting unique moves here, definitely filling all the boxes, but I think we're going to need to see, a wow factor to really, give him a chance at taking the lead.
And he's had a good run so far. If he can continue this momentum, maybe get even a little bit more crazier, he has a shot to take the lead away from Gravedigger the Legend and Malachi Rodriguez. Search around here for his next hit. Looks like to be the side obstacle to the double. Huge air off of that one. Lands it basically perfectly, and he has under 10 seconds left. Can he get one final move in? Looks like he's going to try for the backflip ramp. Can he get there in time? He will. He hits it with 2 seconds left, and he'll rotate it perfectly, land it down, and a shock's broken on the truck, but time has expired for Grinder.
Yeah, this run definitely in my books is going to end up taking the lead here. If I'm not mistaken, yesterday his Grinder teammate actually ended up winning East. So we'll have to see if they can make it 2 in a row for the Grinder team.
He'll park it on the bus right there, one of the double hits, and a very, very solid run for Kane Lemos. And yes, you are right, Grinder did win just yesterday in the East. In fact, he was the second truck out when he won it. Grinder this time the third truck out. So we'll see if Caden can try and carry that same magic. But a great first hit right there.
Yeah, I mean, again, like we were saying throughout his run, he just loved those slap wheelies here. And right here, the first truck to perfect the backflip here in this event and just does it pretty much textbook there, other than, destroying the shock on the back end. But luckily, it was at the end of the run.
And it's a 23, so Caden Lemos and Grinder takes over the freestyle lead. So we've had 3 trucks go out, and 3 different drivers have gotten the lead so far in freestyle. Can Jose Mills make it a 4th? Lucas Oil Crusader is out in the course. Won at Chicago 2 weeks ago. Looking to repeat that magic from Soldier Field and take it to the Dome of the America Center and win here in St. Louis. Starting out the run with some nice air over the back of the racing lane.
Yeah, with Lucas Oil Crusader here, he started out his run with his own version of the slap wheelie over that little square jump there and straight into the backside of the racing lane. Now he's going to go over the double jump there, cleared the one bus stack, maybe it tapped the other one, lost the hood already on the truck, so the fans love seeing body parts getting, pushed off of the truck. So far, looks like he's had a good run building up for himself.
Got a little bit more of a slap wheelie there. Cross thread the double jump over the one bus, puts it down the nose, back onto the back wheels, and puts it back down. So Jose Mills starting out a little bit slower here in this freestyle run, maybe trying to fill the whole 90 seconds and get a little bit crazier as he now hits the midway point. Another slap wheelie. These drivers loving the slap wheelies here in St. Louis.
I mean, all the jumps there pretty much can set you up perfectly just to get a slap wheelie out of it. They're all pretty high. They always, it looks like so far it puts the front of the truck down into the ground, so that's what you love to see. Some huge air off of the backside of that jump there, straight into the little jammer section there. What a combo move to see from him.
And he had to stop it there. He's getting towards the end. He's going to actually reverse it up into that little dirt jammer there, so a different move there. Making the most out of having a backup there. He has 15 seconds left. Where can he go next? Looks like he's going to try and go crazy as he goes and cross starts the MX Hill. He's going crazy now. He'll hit the double jump, actually stuff it into the bus. Pulls him to wheelie, but he's in trouble. He's going upside down.
Is he going to be able to? He was able to not pull it out quite yet. Maybe he's going to rotate over.
It did.
He did it. He was able to use the truck weight and put it back on the all 4 wheels. So I think the judges are going to be able to count that as a save in, their scoring.
Yeah, that move started before the clocks hit 0, so that will be judged by the 3 judges, as there's that huge air you mentioned off the tabletop. Almost cleared it, but that was some big air. Actually led into that dirt jammer, which he then had to back up over, but used his move well to back up over it, not back up and cost him some points. And we'll look at this last hit right here as he cross threads over the MX Hill. He'll hit this bus and just jam it right in. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, it looks like he caught the corner of the bus there and it just stopped him, but he was able to put it into a wheelie, so that was unique. And then right here, it tipped him over. He almost had it saved here off just the one tire, but it looks like he might have ran. Yeah, it looks like the back tire hit the bus there, and then it put him over, but he gunned it, and the weight of the truck just ended up, putting him back on the all 4 BKT tires.
Yeah, barely came back over, and the score is a 24. So 4th truck out, the 4th different leader in freestyle. Jose Mills now leads freestyle in the Lucas Oil Crusader. Can Ashlyn Boyd and Medusa make it 5 for 5 in terms of lead changes? We're going to find out. Medusa next out into the course.
We'll have to definitely see if Ashton will be able to do it here. He is definitely known for making some wild moves out on the track there, already off the racing lane and clears it pretty well there. Now straight into the little square jump there again. So we'll have to see. I mean, each truck definitely had their own, unique moment in each of their runs. So we'll just have to see if they keep getting, more unique or more wilder or whatever these drivers have up their sleeves.
Looks like Ashlyn going to combo it up and cross thread over the double jump right there, trying to keep that truck on all 4 tires to try and fill this clock. Kind of what Jose Mills did. Mills didn't start out crazy. There's a nice little wheelie there. Mills didn't start out crazy, but got crazier as the run went on. It worked out for him. He leads freestyle. Ashlyn Boyd trying to do the same in the Medusa truck. Starting out a little bit calmer. Maybe might ratchet up now as he's midway through his run. 45 seconds down, 45 seconds remain.
Definitely had a solid run going. Nice air over that double section there. Actually cleared it from that ramp itself, but might get a little tangled up on the front side of that backflip ramp, but doesn't really hurt him out at all. Some nice air over the other side of that jump now. Tapping the top of the racing lane there. That was a little bit of a tongue twister, if I do say so myself. But with 20 seconds remaining here, a little one-wheel wheelie, I guess, over top of that. We're going to have to see a wow factor out of him.
Ashlyn Boyd looks like he's going to cross thread the double jump right there. Stuff into the MX Hill. Maybe a backflip off of it. And it doesn't come around. No, it's not going to come around. So a unique move for Ashlyn Boyd there at the end. If he could have completed that, that could have challenged for lead for sure. I did not see that one coming out of the Medusa truck.
Well, no, yeah. Usually you see, drivers attempt to try to backflip off the back of the MX ramp and onto the higher part. But right here, I guess he had other plans and tried it off the side of it. I mean, he almost had it too, but it looks like the rotation didn't really help him out here. And then thought he was going to be able to save it off the height of the racing lane, but it didn't work out in his favor.
It's going to be a score of a 20 for Ashland Boyd and Medusa, so not filling the clock and never really had a wow factor during the run. Was pretty tame throughout. Going to put Ashland Boyd down towards the bottom of the results. But this man in his home, I guess you call it his home event, Eli Bright and Gravedigger wants an event win. It would be his first of the season. He started out big with that little unique transfer right there.
Yeah, you can definitely expect Eli to go big here, especially for, you said, his quote-unquote home event here. But we'll have to see what he has up his sleeves. And with that last run from Ashton in that, backflip attempt, I guess you could call it, that makes you wonder if these drivers are going to attempt to do it off the back of the MX ramp like they've been trying to do all season long, just to be to say that they were the first in the Central Division, that is.
Eli Bright going crazy right now. I think every hit he's done, he's gotten crossed up in some way, but he's been able to put it back down onto four tires. Going to gun it towards the MX Hill, get some more nice air off of that, land it nicely down, and keeping that truck rolling. He's carrying a lot of momentum here, trying to go big throughout this run to try and take the freestyle lead away. Remember, 24, Jose Mills and Crusader has lead, but more huge air from the Gravedigger.
Lands it on the back tire, but it all held together there so far. Eli Bright is just going ham here. Definitely building up some momentum here. Maybe that slowed him down a little bit, trying to turn that truck around to hit that little jump there, but we'll have to see a little bit of a slapwheel off of that down the center of the arena here. With 20 seconds remaining, I expect Eli just to go bigger and bigger.
And he's going to go off of that double jump. Nice air again. Lands it down the back of the MX Hill. And now with just over 10 seconds left, what can he do? He's going to try and transfer onto the tabletop. Getting a little crooked. In trouble in the air. And he lands it. I think we have to call that the Gravedigger twist now. I mean, all the Gravedigger drivers have been doing that.
I mean, the one did, a 360 sky wheelie? Eli just did a 180 sky wheelie. I think I'm going to go with you. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no.
He's gonna land upside down onto his side there, but is he gonna balance it out? Nope, he's not gonna balance it out. But no, I think we're gonna have to start calling that the Gravedigger twist.
I mean, Zidell did the 360, you just mentioned. Eli Bright just did the 180. I mean, these Gravedigger drivers are finding ways to spin their trucks in midair. This was one of the first hits. Huge air and a huge launch from that ramp. Eli went crazy all throughout this run. I have to believe this will take the freestyle lead.
You would definitely have to think so. It had the wow factors, big air, unique moves, and most importantly, it filled the time. But right here, this move, he just guns it, and then,
Goodness.
I don't even know how they're able to make these trucks even maneuver like that in midair.
Yeah, these are heavy trucks. These aren't feathers. These are trucks. These are machines that have moving parts and components, and they are able to do that in midair. And then this final move, not for the judges, but for the fans, he trashed that truck into the ground.
He landed right on top of himself. Actually, was sliding on the hood, on the roof of the truck, that is, and then put it onto his side here. In a score of a 26, he goes out into the lead in a big way.
Yeah, definitely what Eli Bright wanted to see, especially in his home state of Missouri. Eli Bright now leads freestyle, but he's only about the midway point in freestyle. Next out, Bigfoot and Keyshawn Richardson. What can he do to one-up the Gravedigger run that just happened? He has to fill some big shoes here if he wants to get to that freestyle lead.
We know Keyshawn and Eli are good friends outside of the trucks, but on the inside, they're mortal enemies, and I don't think anyone would be happier to take the lead away than Keyshawn himself here, so we'll have to see what he's able to do in that Bigfoot truck. Oh, nice slap wheelie there, just planting it right on the back. Watch out for the dude standing in the way there. The dude doesn't even move out. He's pretty brave man right there.
He knew that Keyshawn wouldn't hit him, and I think he felt pretty safe there. He's maybe been with us this whole tour and knows what's happening. But Keyshawn starting out with some unique moves. Oh my goodness, he just stuffed it into the ground there. Very lucky nothing broke on that truck.
Yeah, with those Firestone tires there, that all held together there. Luckily for him, I heard the people in charge of this series. He's upside down. He's gonna throw it back over. What a save from Keyshawn. I was just about to say the people running Monster Jam heard that fans weren't happy about the breaking tires, so they decided to make them a lot stronger, and so far it's looked like it's worked out for Keyshawn.
Yeah, Keyshawn could have broken off tires in basically every hit so far, and he's been able to keep all four on, and now he has a lot of momentum trying to go and pass Eli Bright in terms of scoring. He's had a big move now. He's had a wow factor, and he's had some pretty big air. We'll see how he ends this run out. 10 seconds remain for Keyshawn Richardson in the Lucas Oil Bigfoot.
He's definitely looking for a major wow factor right now. He's going to nailed the back of the
gosh.
MX ramp, sky wheelie turning it. I mean, he landed it pretty perfectly, too. Watch out for the wall. Just taps it.
And that will be it for Keyshawn Richardson, and Bigfoot ends the run out in a big way. The score to beat is Eli Bright, and Gravedigger just went out a 26. We'll see if Keyshawn can try and do that right here. Here is where he jams it into the side of the MX hill, hits the gas, and it luckily comes back on all fours for Keyshawn Richardson.
Yeah, what a save from Keyshawn. Taking the lead, I mean, it might have a chance to take the lead, but in my opinion, I can definitely see it as a solid second-place truck right now with this huge air. Almost looked like he tried to do the 180 sky wheelie that Gravedigger just did.
And a great landing and a great way to end it with a slap. We'll see what the scores are for Keyshawn Richardson. It's going to tie Eli Bright. So they are going to share the hot seat right now, both with a 26. And that is going to have to be broken by a tiebreaker judge, whether it be for the event win or for some other position. We'll see at the end of the event. But next out, Iron Outlaw Joe Sandrovich. Can he try and break up the 26 tie lead? We'll see if he can do it. A nice first hit and getting a little crazy there.
Already starting out his run, a little bit wild there, but that's what we love to see. We'll have to see what he can do off that jammer there. He was able to get it into a little bit of a slap wheel there. Kind of slid off the side of that jump ramp there. I wasn't expecting him to be able to get enough grip to keep the front end of the truck up, but he proved me wrong again off the backside of the racing lane. Huge air off of that.
I think that wheelie was more of a power wheelie than a slap wheelie. I think that just showed the power underneath that Iron Outlaw truck, that he was able to pull that truck up on the rear tires. But Sandro just had a very, very solid start so far. He's had different moves, a lot of momentum. He's been hitting stuff in different ways. I mean, this could definitely try and challenge the two that just went out for that freestyle lead and maybe even make it a three-way tie.
Yeah, so far it looks like it has all the components to take the lead, but the key is going to have to be, filling that time with 30 seconds remaining there. He's getting a little thrown around in that truck, I guess. At the moment they're trying to cross-thread everything, but he was able to do it a little bit outside the barriers, but nothing they're going to RII him about, so he's going to turn around with 20 seconds remaining here. We'll have to see what he can pull out.
Going to the double jump. He's going to try and clear it. Huge. Aaron lands it down perfectly. 15 seconds remain. Getting a little crooked there. He puts it back down. Where's he going to go next? Oh, my God. He's going to try a reverse backflip.
Is he going to be able to pull it out?
He did it!
He did the reverse backflip.
Oh, and into a wheelie. Look at that. He carried it out the whole rest of the floor. I mean, these drivers are going crazy here in St. Louis so far. I mean, they're trying to one-up each other each run.
What did we just witness?
Let's go take a look at this. Here's where he cleared the double.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is what set him up for the reverse wheelie, if I'm right. Yeah, it looks like he tried to turn here. It kicked the truck around, almost flipped him over here, actually, but luckily he put it back on the all fours. I think I'm going to say he planned that one out.
And then right here, enough speed, and that was basically perfect.
That was. I think that's the cleanest flip we've seen all night.
Yeah, and then look at this. Power wheelie.
He's dragging the back of the truck, too. I mean, that was amazing.
And it's a 27, so Joe Sandrovich is now the freestyle leader. I mean, this event's crazy so far. We've had so many different leaders, and the scores are already at 27, and there's still about 6 trucks left to freestyle. Can Williams team and Overboard trying something different here, and can he somehow get to the freestyle lead?
I mean, so from what we've seen so far from all the other trucks, I don't know what to expect anymore. I'm just going to expect madness, and each driver to top the other one in their own special way here. But so far, some nice air off the racing lane for Overboard. They're already onto his side there. Nice little save from him.
I mean, him getting onto his side, that's what he needs to do in this freestyle with what we've been seeing. If you just go normal, that's not going to win. You have to do some sort of trick in some sort of way to get this lead onto 2 again, but puts it back down to all 4 BKT tires. He'll actually reverse it. Looks like he's going to go for a reverse move here.
Might as well go for a reverse move. Try to save your time a little bit there. Nicely done from him. Now he's going to stick it into drive, and he's going to go back over the other side of that racing lane there. So nice little combination move from Overboard here. So far, I mean, he's definitely making this run one of a kind. Now he's going to hit the top of that little tabletop there, try to get a slap wheelie into it. He actually does get a slap wheelie into it.
And he has about 30 seconds left. We'll see if he steps up here and tries some crazier stuff here late in the run. Overboard, Williams Steeman getting a little crooked there on landing. One wheel, but pulls it back. A great save there, and he has 20 seconds to go, even crazier.
I think that's a 3rd or 4th save we've seen this run from Overboard already with 20 seconds, 15 seconds now remaining. We'll have to see what else he can pull. Some huge air, nice sky wheelie off the back of the MX ramp.
Lands it down. Where's he going to go next in the final 10 seconds? What's he doing? He's going up the backflip the wrong way. Oh, my
Is he going to be able to pull it out, though?
No.
No.
Oh, my goodness. But I mean, he tried something different for sure. There's no lines painted there to go off it, but he did it anyway. He tried it, and it almost came over for him.
I mean, I don't think that part of the Rams used it for a backflip, but he almost made it work. But this save right here lands on the side of the truck here, and luckily was able to pull it out, so nicely done from him.
And then this final move, as he hits the MX hill, gets very nice air off it, and it lands him perfectly down to where he's just lined up with the side of that backflip ramp and says, why not? Let's try something different. And it almost actually came out. This is not supposed to be used to try for a backflip, but he almost got out.
I mean, he was, what, 3/4 of the way through, and then right here just lands hard on the nose here. I thought he was going to be able to pull out of it, but probably broke something on the truck.
The score is a 22 for Overboard, so obviously he didn't really have a wow factor. That was going to be his wow factor if he could have completed it at the end, but still a decent score. We'll see where that puts him at the end. Next truck out, Mad Scientist and Will Graymont. The last time he was in this stadium, he was over in his second or third hit, and I think it scored a 6 or a 7. He's hoping for a lot better in his return to the Dome at America Center. He'll start out with some cross-threading over the double jump.
Already maybe a little hit the bottom of the chassis on the back of that racing land. They're already a little caught up, but he was able to pull out of it. Some nice air over the square, little jump there as well here. But he's definitely, trying to get some revenge in this stadium. If anything, out of this place, he's going to nail the back of the MX ramp. Huge skyline is actually going to tip upside down, but just completely shattered the body off of the truck after that hit.
The body has just been sheared off with that hit, and luckily for Will Graymont, that truck held together. I mean, that was a very, very hard hit in the back of that chassis, but it held together, and he's still going, and that was a wow moment. In my book, that was a wow moment. I mean, that was just crazy right there. Look at that huge air off of the double jump.
Oh, my goodness. Huge slappily afterwards as well. Went straight from landing it straight on the nose to the back of the wheels. Now going to reverse over the double stack, clears the one bus. Gonna stop on the other bus. It almost looked like didn't know what he wanted to do there. Another sky wheelie off that little jump there. He's been going crazy so far.
What can he do to try and end this run out to try and have a shot at the 27 that Joe Sandro just put up? More nice air right there as he lands a little sideways, but puts that truck back down to 4 tires. Where is he heading next for his next hit? Looks like to that little square jump right there. Gets over it. Where is he looking to go in these final 10 seconds? Looks like off of the MX hill. Getting a little crooked onto the nose. Puts it back down. 5 seconds left. Can he do anything else?
We'll have to see with 2 seconds remaining. He's going to hit this jammer here. Flip it upside down. I don't think it's going to... it actually is going to be able to come back onto the wheels.
And he's still going for the fans. Look at this. Cross-thread and a little bit of a wheelie over the MX hill. I think he wants to try and flip this truck over or something.
He's... it looks like he's just flooring it at the moment, turning it. Still's not flipping over so far. I think he's getting angry it's not flipping.
And he's going to finally flip it over right there onto the racing lane. Oh, maybe not.
No, he's not going to flip it yet.
I think he's maybe done. I think maybe they alright him or he's had enough.
He gave up. He gave up.
But that was another really good run for Will Graymont. Look at this sky wheelie. As you mentioned, it almost came over backwards.
He had to have seen himself over-rotating it, so he was just hoping for the best, and the body just exploded off of that. Look at that side panel just get flung into the air.
That's a big piece of sheet metal that came off right there. But look at this. As he clears the double, he hit the brakes in midair to set the truck down the nose and pulls this into a nice slap wheelie. And I think this could definitely challenge for a top 5 spot. I don't know if it's going to be enough to take the lead, but we'll see what the judges place for his score.
And then this last move here. Tried to corkscrew it. I mean, it did come around eventually after a very slow rollover there. So, I mean, that's going to be another, unique move, I guess, the judges will be able to score that as.
And that was just at the end of time. So we'll see what the scores are for Will Graymont. It's a 3-way tie for second, a 26 that puts him with Bigfoot and Gravedigger. So that's going to be a big tiebreaker at the end of this event. What can Roland Holzer and Wildhair do? He's been very, very consistent so far this season, but if he wants to win freestyle here tonight, he's got to go big, and he starts out big over the double jump. Didn't clear it, but that was some big air to start out the run.
Very nice way to start out the run here. I thought he was going to be able to land it perfectly on the other side of that little double stack there, but was just about a foot short here. Some nice air off the middle section of those jumps there. He's going to turn it around. Looks like he's going to be eyeing up the back of the MX ramp. Doesn't really go for a skywheeler there, but lands it pretty dang smoothly on the backside of that.
And that was a very, very nice landing for that truck and for the driver, Roland Holzer. Going to look for another wheelie here. In trouble onto two wheels. Puts it back down to all fours. A nice save there. That'll definitely get some points from the judges here as he circles around about halfway through the run. About 45 seconds left for Roland Holzer in the Wild Hair.
So far there, like you were saying, he's just kind of boating up his momentum at the moment there. Nice landing on the front side of that double stack. Thought about going for the backflip ramp, but thought better of it. Was still 30 seconds remaining. He's gonna get a little sideways in the air there. Broke a wheel off of the truck there from landing on the the left rear that is, but he's gonna end up onto his roof.
You know, when you break a wheel off now, you have hit hard, and that's what Roland Holzer just did on that left rear. And obviously a lot of time left. You don't see that even coming close to competing. In fact, that's probably going to be last place. Just an unfortunate issue there for Roland Holzer.
I mean, there wasn't really much he could do there after hitting the amount of air he got off of that. Right here, it looked like he turned it mid-air trying to fix it, but then right there just lands right on that tire and just completely snaps it off upside down. And yeah, like I said, I mean, it just doesn't even look like he was like out of breath or something after that hit.
And it's going to be a score of a 15 for Wild Hares. That's put him down into last place so far. And we're already into the final three trucks. And this is a man who wants to send a message. Monster Energy, Brett Sierra. Everyone, including us up here, thought he should have won last week. The judges thought otherwise. We'll see what Brett Sierra can do here in front of his hometown crowd to try and get it. A nice wheelie there to start out the freestyle.
I don't think there's anyone more in this building right now that would love to take the lead than Brett Sierra right now. So we're going to see what he's going to be able to pull out of his bag of tricks there. Some nice air off the backside of that jump there. And he started off his run with a pretty nice slap wheelie as well.
And he's going to try and get bigger as the run goes on. Nice air off the MX Hill. Going to try and pull into a wheelie a little bit there, but didn't have enough power to keep that truck up in the air. But he is looking to send a message here to the fans, to the judges, to everyone. He wants to win freestyle. Nice air there. And wow, he landed that like butter. I mean, that was very, very smooth there, Brett Sierra.
I didn't even see the truck bounce from landing on it. He landed it so smooth. Some nice air off that little jump off the side of that double stack there. Almost aired it out all the way to the parking lines on the other side of the arena for Brett.
Oh, getting a little crooked there on landing. Puts it down onto all fours. Nice there. He looks like he's going to cross thread here up over the middle. Nice air there. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's on one wheel. Oh. That was great thinking by Brett Sierra to slam that thing into reverse and keep his run alive. That could have been the end of the run, but 20 seconds left. What can Brett do to end out this freestyle?
I mean, he's going to have a huge wow factor, unique moment here, lining up the backside of the double there. Just clears it.
Oh!
He's going to nail it.
He did it!
He did it!
He did it!
Brett Sierra did it!
5 seconds. What can he do to end there? He's looking for another backflip.
He's going to be able to pull this one. He did it again!
I think he looks a little happy right now. He's just gunning the gas.
I mean, he was the first driver in the Central Series to do that momentum backflip, a little 360 wheelie, and back on all four wheels into a parking spot.
That is parking at its finest for Brett Sierra, and I think message has been sent. I mean, my goodness. Let's take a look at some of the replays. There's a lot to look at from this run. Here's where he landed it perfectly on the back end.
I mean, look at this. It's silky smooth here. The truck didn't even really bounce at all. And it was just able to continue the momentum here, cross-threading here. This is where he had the presence of mind to just, slam it into reverse. He was going to go over here, most definitely going to go over here. But then right here, just slams it into reverse and puts it back down.
And not saying this should take the lead. In my opinion, it should. But if he doesn't take the lead, I would not want to be a judge leaving the stadium here tonight.
Look at this move right here. Most of the times it's off the back of the MX ramp, but off the double stack, guns it. Oh, my goodness.
That is perfect. And then he comboed this up basically with another backflip off the normal backflip ramp.
I know consecutive backflip is always off the tires, but I'm going to consider this as consecutive for my mind. Straight into the backflip ramp and lands that as well here.
Yeah, that was the perfect way to end the run for Brett Sierra.
This is definitely going to challenge for the lead in my books here. I mean, like you said, I would not want to be a judge right now.
And right here, this wasn't scored, but look at this.
There goes part of the body there. And like we said, lands it almost perfectly.
And a 29. Brett Sierra is in the hot seat and 1 point left for the final two drivers. So is it going to be a redemption from last week, or can Conrad Evans and El Toro Loco break Brett Sierra's heart? He needs a perfect 30, 3 10s from the judges. We'll see if he can do anything to try that.
This is going to be a challenge for the last two drivers here. They're going to have to do everything absolutely perfect to a T. They're just going to have to I don't even know what they're going to have to do to take this lead.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something that we can't think is possible. I mean, we've seen so many moves. We saw the reverse backflip out of Iron Outlaw. We saw that 180 as in trouble. Conrad Evans he puts it back on all fours. So that was a really good save there.
And he's going to reverse it over the jump there. I mean, that was probably the best move he could have done there. He didn't really have any move where to go forward, so he just slammed it in reverse. Going to slam it back in the forward there. Try to land on the front side of the racing lane, but doesn't really clear it there. But as you said, a nice little bicycle move / save there from Conrad Evans was very, very good.
And he has half the run left now, so he's got to have to step up if he wants to get to Monster Energy and Brett Sierra. Like we saw with Brett, though, he didn't go crazy early on until the end when he had that crazy save in the middle of the floor, and then he did that forward momentum backflip. Conrad's going to go and try and clear the double here, but he doesn't accomplish it, lands it down. He has just over 20 seconds to go crazy here in the El Toro Loco.
Is he lining up for the backflip ramp? He is more like a corkscrew there. Is he going to be able to pull it out, though? He does. He was able to pull it out. I don't even know.
The suspension's all messed up.
I think this is a thing for just the El Toro Loco team was a messed up suspension here. He's going to go upside down again, flip it from one tire to the other. He's going to pull it around again with 5 seconds remaining here. A little slaply. What's he going to be able to do with 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second? Last hit of the run was right there. He's going to go straight into the backflip ramp again.
And he landed it again. I mean, I thought no one could challenge Brett Sierra, but I think Brett has some company now.
Brett might be shaking in his boots at the moment here. We'll have to see what the judges were thinking, though. But I just want to look at these highlights. Yeah,
let's see right here as he lands it down. This was early on when he got to the bicycle right here. Look at this.
It just settles there.
It has to slam on the brakes for the backflip. I think the only thing that could make this run better is if he smoked at the backflip ramp with his nose. And look at this.
What was this move?
It's like a corkscrew.
I don't. It was the hybrid between a corkscrew, a backflip, lands it on the nose there. Luckily, the tire didn't break off there.
But something did break in the suspension, whether it be a sway bar, 4-link bar, and then that led to this move.
Yeah, look at the front end. It's just one side's drooping down. Hits the bottom of the chassis on the bus here. Then right here, guns it, flips it over from one tire to the other.
Horns
Actually,
break
didn't
off.
Touch the other tire. Both of the horns are gone.
Comes back onto all fours and
was able to carry it into a slap wheelie.
And then ends the run with another backflip.
Then right here, I mean, oh man, these judges are having a tough time tonight, aren't they?
Yeah, this has been craziness all throughout. As we'll see what the scores are. There's the broken part. It's a 28, 1 point short. I mean, the runs were so comparable. It was going to be hard to determine the better between them. But Brett Sierra in Monster Energy has one truck left, and it's last week's winner, the man who stole it from him last week, Zachary DeLello. Can he do it again in Bounty Hunter?
Can lightning strike twice? I don't think there's more weight on anyone's shoulder right now than Zachary DeLello to try to get the first ever perfect score in Monster Jam Series over all 3 of the tours. Is he going to be able to do it? I think if anyone can do it, it's going to be definitely Zachary DeLello and Bounty Hunter.
Not only will it be the first ever perfect score, he'd be the first ever driver to win multiple events. So, I mean, there is a lot going for DeLello right now if he can accomplish it. And he's had some crazy hits early on. That first hit was very unique. He didn't get much air off of that ramp, but then off of the second hit on the same ramp, he got big airs. He's in trouble with the slap wheelie, but pulls it back on all 4. I mean, these judges, I mean, they don't know what to do right now.
How many times have we seen a save off a slap wheelie? I mean, that's like the 6th time or something. He's going to cross-thread it, wheelie over top of the MX ramp, put it down on the other side here. He's definitely doing everything he can here to take that lead away from Brett.
And I think he wants to get to the final 20 or 10 seconds and then go really crazy and try and do something that maybe Brett didn't do. That's the thing. You can't just do the same things that Brett did. You can't just go and do the same forward momentum backflip. You have to go do something crazier. We'll see if DeLello has anything planned, if he's looked at this track and maybe studied it and seen something he could do. Look at that nice air off the double, clears it with ease and lands it hard down.
I mean, the real question is you have to do something that no one else has done in their run yet so far, and I don't even know what that could be. I'm trying to run every scenario through my head, but with 10 seconds remaining here, it's his time to think of something that he's going to be able to do with.
Does he even have time?
5 seconds remaining.
Does he have time to do something? There's only 3 seconds. What's he going to do? He's going to gun it to the MX hill. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. That will count as a save in the judges' eyes, but was it enough? Was that enough to get a 30?
I don't think that was enough. I mean, it was a solid run throughout, but Brett had just so many wow factors and unique moments throughout his run. I don't think DeLello had that many through his.
Look at that. That was that first hit where he kind of got more air off of the second bus than the first. But that was a very, very unique move out of Zachary DeLello. Then right here, here's the wheelie that turned into a save as he just puts it down the nose, puts it up on the rear tires, one-wheel grips, comes over, saves it, and then we have to look at this final hit, which was that's going to hurt for DeLello tomorrow. Look at this.
Right here. I think he's just gunning it throughout here. I don't think he ever let off of the gas. And then right here, it lands right on the... he has to feel that one.
A hard hit back on all fours, and it's going to be a 23 for DeLello. Brett Sierra finally wins in the Monster Energy 1 week after his heartbreak. He gets a 29. Evans, Sandrovich. I mean, all of these runs on the first page could have won in a normal event. That just shows how competitive it was here tonight.
I mean, this event had all the runs. I'm speechless. Again, I'm speechless. I think this event was the best out of all 3 tours so far.
12 drivers scored 20 or more. That just shows it was very, very competitive. A lot of good runs. Even Superman's run was not bad, but it was an 18. I mean, that just shows how crazy it was. And as we look at the points, Monster Energy, Brett Sierra is now locked into the World Finals a week early, 26 points above. Mills, Evans, Eli Bright, and DeLello all very close to getting locked in. And then drivers that are on the cut line but in, Keyshawn Richardson, Brandon Beal, and Joe Sandrovich jumps above. Just below, you have Grinder, Wild Hair, and Mad Scientist. That's going to be crazy. Next week, we have one final event in Week 4, Anaheim for the West Series. We'll see you guys then.